Lakeisha McKnight is here. I want to welcome everyone to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am your leadership specialist and your wealth mentor. Hopefully you all are doing relatively well. I'm doing great. I am doing great. I am blessed and highly favored. I know some people consider that to be like a cliche type of phrase, but I'm telling you, it's not cliche. I am blessed and highly favored. And I'm praying and hoping that each and every one of you are feeling the same way that I am. All right. So again, welcome to the show. It's Sunday, April the 26th of 2020. I'm live right here in Chesapeake, Virginia. That's right, Chesapeake, Virginia, everyone. And of course, where are you all watching? I know right now we're live. Of course, we're connected Zoom to Facebook, so we're live on Facebook. Okay, we're live on the podcast platforms, and so I just want to know, where are you watching this from? What city and state are you in? Feel free to share below. You don't have to, but feel free to do so. We're just engaging, we're just connecting in a deeper way. And so welcome to the show. This is something that I do every single night, somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's being brought to you on behalf of the iLead company. Okay, iLead is an affiliate of an amazing, amazing e-commerce company. And so you may hear us reference and talk a lot about money. But guess what? We're doing something a bit different this week, because many of you know that we focus in on helping you to grow your leadership ability. We want you to grow your influence. And because my mentor, Dr. John Maxwell, he says that leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. And a part of our mission with iLead and with Leadership TKO really is to grow your influence. And so this week we have a very exciting series. Hopefully you have seen the title. I posted it on my timeline and other places. We're talking about what leadership looks like in the home-based business world, right? Many people are finding themselves home. They're experiencing quarantine, right? So you're home, you're protecting yourself, you're staying safe. And so we want to really educate you on really how to grow your leadership ability. We're going to dive into leadership. What does it look like? Examples of leadership. And I'm really going to really push this forward and launch this particular series by letting you know what leadership looks like for me. Okay, and it's going to be a bit on a personal side, so bear with me just a little bit. Hopefully I do not become emotional. Okay, hopefully, again, I do not become emotional, but if it does, so hey, this is my authentic self. You're seeing and experiencing the authentic Lakeisha right before your eyes. Okay, and so here is what I believe leadership looks like within the home-based business world. So hopefully you all know what a home-based business is. You're conducting business from the comfort of your home. Literally, right? So you're home and you're doing business. And what I love is the fact that with the e-commerce company that I'm plugged into, we have the opportunity to do business with people in 147 countries worldwide. We can use our laptops, we can use our cell phones, okay? And we can reach out and connect with people right from where we are. And that's a huge blessing. Okay, my business is literally in many countries around the world, but I'm right here. And it's growing even while I'm sleeping. Okay, that's the beauty of the home-based business space. But most importantly, for those who have the ability to build a network, you have a network building opportunity within your business. And so leadership, as I shared, is influence. I'm in total agreement with Dr. John Maxwell. Okay, he actually wrote many, many books. So if you haven't heard from or at least about John Maxwell, you must be under a rock a little bit, okay? So we got to wake you up. We got to get you from under there, because he wrote this book here. Hopefully you see it. It's not a huge reflection, but it's The Power of Five for Network Marketing. If you have not obtained a copy of this, you may want to do it. And I'm putting it on a slant so it's not so bright like this, okay? So it's The Power of Five for Network Marketing. Make sure you get a copy. You can Google the title and you'll be able to find it. Of course, you definitely can grab a copy or get a copy for some of your teammates as well. Very, very powerful book. I've read this book several times. John Maxwell has had, man, a powerful impact on my life. So much so, I'm going to share my screen really, really quick so that I can show you how much of an impact that he has had on my life. So hopefully let me get this up so I can show you what I mean and show you why I reference Dr. John Maxwell so much and really what leadership looks like all together for me. So hopefully you see my screen right here. You see an image, a picture of me and Dr. John Maxwell. This was back in 2016. Of course, I have my little fro here. Love that fro, right? And so with Dr. John Maxwell, you see what I see leadership as is leadership is touchable. You have to be able to touch leadership. So how do you touch leadership? Okay? The reason why I say it has to be touchable is because you have to receive a touch, meaning having a close bond, a relationship. Leadership is all about relationship. And so the moment that I connected personally with Dr. John Maxwell, the leadership guru of gurus, that really changed my life in a huge way, simply because he began pouring into me in a deeper level, not just by reading books. We have phone calls with Dr. John Maxwell right on the phone, and he's just pouring into our lives. So he's someone real, someone that you can touch, not just somebody that you hear about, and read about in a book, or someone you see in a video on TV. He's touchable. He wants to sit down and have a conversation with you. And that's what I love about it. And the reason why I'm really pointing out John Maxwell right now is because there's a lot of things that some people may not know about John Maxwell. He's actually a pastor. Okay, John Maxwell is a pastor. He is a spiritual leader. And I love the fact that he references the Word of God. He references Jesus. And he actually has a Bible. Okay, the John Maxwell Bible. It's a leadership Bible where it points out leadership concepts. Okay, and I'm totally in agreement with his values and his core beliefs and things of that nature. And so this is why I say leadership is touchable. And the very fact that, for example, for me personally, I have a relationship with God. I have a relationship with him because of my faith and what Jesus has done. And because Jesus is really the ultimate model for me of servant leadership, right? He said that he came to serve, not to be served, and to be a ransom for many. Meaning being able to give your life, for the cause, for a concept, for what it is that you believe. And I truly believe it is my baby. Leadership is my baby. So leadership is touchable. If you call yourself a leader, I'm going to stop sharing this real quick. If you call yourself a leader and you're hiding behind books, you're hiding behind a laptop, you're hiding behind a phone, and you don't make yourself contactable, if no one can reach you, if nobody can call you, how can you call yourself a leader? How can you call yourself a leader? Jesus, when he was on earth and engaging in earthly ministry, he was touchable. He knew when someone touched him. When that healing virtue left out of him, he knew it. Automatically, of course, we know that he's all-knowing because Jesus is God just as much as the Father is God. Jesus is God, right? The Holy Trinity, including, of course, the Holy Spirit. But what I'm trying to emphasize here is that he wasn't afraid to touch other people. When society will cause people to be cast out because something might have been deemed wrong with them, they didn't look like the next person, he was touchable and he didn't mind touching other people, right? He was able to be reached. And that's what I love. That's the perfect example of leadership. And so when it comes to home-based business, you have to be touchable. Now, I know we're in this quarantine. You're probably like, Lakeisha, how can I touch somebody? Because we're in quarantine and you got this, social distancing, right? Okay. Well, you want to make yourself present on social media. You want to be available by way of phone, okay? Connecting with people by way of video. Not being afraid to be behind a video, to show your face, to be able to connect, to be able to be authentic. This is me, Lakeisha McKnight, in the flesh, right? And this is what I do. Leadership is a lifestyle for me. You have to embody leadership. That's why when you hear me leave off of live streams and different things, you might hear me say, you want to think, speak, live leadership, because leadership is a lifestyle. You might see, of course, that very soon, a special campaign coming to a screen near you. Okay? So stay tuned for that. But it is truly, truly a lifestyle, and it has to be touchable. It makes it even more real. So, for example, when somebody gets my book, of course, now I have the opportunity to pour into your life because of, you having the book and being able to read this book, right? Now, of course, it's at leadershiptko.com, cheap plug, right? But you want to be able to get books and connect with the authors of the books. It makes it even more real. For example, with the Dream Chaser Manifesto, authored by Mr. Ty Best, he has been inducted in the Network Marketing Hall of Fame, CEO of Wealth Builders Worldwide. This, man, I call him my rich dad, in my backyard, right here in Virginia. Not afraid to pick up the phone and call you, even though he's experienced a massive amount of success in the network marketing space. Mr. Best will pick up the phone and call you. He will send out of his own money, send you CDs, books, and all other types of gifts in the mail with his wife, Miss Valerie Best, because they care, because they're touchable. They're extending a part of themselves. When they send out these books in the mail, they're extending a part of themselves to you, touching your life from where you are. So even though we have this social distancing, you can still touch somebody, send them a book, pick up the phone, right? Send them an inbox message on social media. You still can touch a life. Leadership is touchable. Even in the home-based business space, I can still touch your life by you watching this video, by you listening into the podcast right now. And hopefully you all can hear me. Hopefully I'm not extremely low. I just saw that my audio was really low. But hopefully you all were able to hear me. Pick up, of course, increase that volume on your computer. Hopefully you've been able to get what I've been saying. But again, leadership is touchable. John Maxwell, touchable. Mr. Ty Best and Miss Valerie Best, touchable. And of course, I'll be remiss if I don't mention Mr. Michael L. Dowco and his wife, Miss Monisha Dowco, touchable. Touchable. Now, of course, these leaders have achieved amazing things, of course, within their sphere of business, with their model of business that they're in, doing some amazing things. But here's what I want to say to you. I want to encourage each and every one of you viewing this video, listening in by way of podcast, no matter where you are around the world, no matter what's going on, despite this pandemic, listen, be touchable. And I love the fact that these leaders that I've mentioned, and specifically pointing out Mr. Ty Best, touchable. When we go to events, he's there. He's connecting even with the young people, with the babies, with the toddlers, right? He'll speak to my kids who are 4 and 7 years of age. He will speak with them. In this book, if you have a teenager, this book will speak to your kids in a sense of empowering them, helping them to run after their dreams. Are you still dreaming? Right? Even in the midst of this pandemic, are you still dreaming? Are you making yourself touchable? Don't be afraid to touch someone. You can touch someone. Don't have to be in the physical sense, but it can be just you pouring value into someone else's life. What does value look like? It can be words. It can be audio. It can be music. It can be, listen, that will transform someone else's life. And these people that I've mentioned, including, I'll be remiss if I don't mention these individuals, people that I've been able to bring into this home-based business space as far as the money system. I'm talking about the people I personally, sponsored and brought in, and then I'm pouring into their lives. I'm talking about the winner circle. I'm talking about those of you who are connected to me on social media, right? Being able to touchable, being touchable. You all have helped to shape who I am today. And I know, it's really, in turn, we can touch and transform one another's life. And that's what I love about this area, this model of business, called network marketing. It is a model of business, the business of the 21st century that like Robert Kiyosaki has referenced. He actually wrote a whole book on that concept. Okay. So here's my bottom line. The bottom line is there's no better space than the home-based business space, and you can get leadership. You can get the right leadership if you connect with the right business. And so I know I'm a bit biased, but I'm going to say this. If you're not plugged into, the money system, okay, that is brought to you on behalf of an e-commerce company out of Germany, you might see the name of the company here. I know it's a little bit on the light side, but it says Carrot Bars. If you're not connected to this company, you are doing yourself an injustice, a disservice. Now, here's why I say this. Because in the quarantine, with many traditional brick and mortar businesses closing, right? Many people without, income, you can be that problem solver where you can provide a solution of money for people who are in need. And perhaps that includes yourself. I want to encourage you to plug into the money system. The leaders within this system, right? Specifically within Wealth Builders Worldwide, which is the bigger team within Carrot Bars, right? They're touchable. They're not afraid to sow value into your lives. They want you to win when it comes to building your business and thriving. Now, we might have different beliefs and core systems here, okay? And that's fact. But the truth of the matter is, we want you to win when it comes to money and building wealth, okay? And really thriving from the comfort of your home. So I want to encourage you, if someone shared this video with you, get back with them. Let them know that you are ready to get more information about this money system, that you're ready to plug in and truly understand, increasing your financial IQ, learning about cash flow, learning about assets, right? The tier 1 asset, gold, physical gold. We're not talking about ETFs and certificates. We're not talking about trading gold. We're talking about physical gold that you can hold with your hand. That's what we're talking about right now. And you can register and get a gold savings account for free. Gold, listen, it's the ark that you want to put your family in to protect the dollars that you're bringing in, and also to help attract wealth into your life, because that's what gold will do. As I've been sharing on my timeline and other places, you can get gold for small transaction-friendly amounts. We're talking about less than $7. Exchange less than $7 of cash for 1/10 of a gram of gold. 1/10 of a gram. Let me see if I have my gold here. Okay? I'm going to show you a perfect example of what I'm talking about before we exit. Okay? Before we exit. So you would take this. Okay? Take that. Exchange it for this. Okay? Exchange. That's all you're doing. Did your money leave? No. It's in a better space. It's in a better vehicle. This is a vehicle that's going to a destination higher. It's increasing in value. Okay? It's increasing. This is decreasing the longer you hold it. You're going to keep losing. But the more you hold this, you're going to gain because it increases in value. Okay? So simple exchange. Get yourself a free account. How do you do that? You simply do it by inboxing me or the person that shared this video with you or this audio with you. If you're listening in by way of podcast, look in the description area and there should be a link. Okay? There should very well be a link. The link is there. Click on it. Okay? And if you're on Facebook, like I said, inbox me, send me a message using Messenger, or contact the person that shared this video with you. Listen, we have some fast track training. If you want to know how to get yourself on the fast track and get things going with your account, we have training going on. Make sure you jump on this training. It's about to start right now. Okay? So the way that you access this training, here's how you do it. Here's how you do it. You simply download the Zoom app. It's a free app on your phone or computer. Then go to goldrocks.info. Goldrocks.info. Every Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have this fast track training. So go ahead, get yourself plugged in. I'm about to head over there as well. Even though I've been in a part of this system for over 3 years with my husband, I still plug into it. I plug into almost everything that I can. All right. So again, thank you so much for watching tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, until the next time that we come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless. And meet me on over there at goldrocks.info.